Hi everyone, post-traumatic stress disorder buddies. I'm going to tell you a story, my story a little bit. It's very graphic, and if you have experienced molestation, alcoholism, drug addiction, abuse, anything like that, then this is not the video if you trigger really easy. I was 6 years old when I first was molested. I come from a family of 4 girls. My 2 older sisters are 5 and 6 years older than I am, and then I have a sister that's a year older than me. This happened to me and the one that's a year older than me. We were molested by our stepdad. And if it wasn't an everyday thing, it was an every 3-day thing, or whenever he can get his hands on us alone. This happened for like 4 years straight. My mom was an heavy alcoholic, to where she would black out, or she would black out or pass out, or she would not be there for us. So we never told anybody, because back in the 70s, you really didn't talk bad about an adult. It wasn't allowed, and it was all hush hush, don't embarrass anybody or anything like that. So we had to deal with that. And the alcoholism from our mom when we were little. And we never had food in our house, and basically we starved to death, when we were younger. My older sister would try to get us food, because she worked at like a taco truck, so she would get us food, whenever she could. So, and also the boss was really nice, because he knew that we were not eating, and he would give it to us for free. So I really haven't been without trauma in my life, starting at 6 years old. It's really hard. And the alcoholism with my mom, she wasn't a bad person, she was just in her disease. And I loved her very much. She's passed away now. And so I also, when I was married, I had trauma, because I was also abused, verbally and physically abused, and he almost killed me. Choked me with a wire hanger around my neck, until I was black and blue in my face, and my sister had to stop him. And he also held a gun to my head, and decided that he wasn't going to pull the trigger, and decided to hit me in the head with it, and it knocked me out. That abuse went on for a while. I was young, and I thought it was like the norm that you have to listen to your husband or else, and we were on drugs really bad. We were on methamphetamines, and he was on it worse than I was, because I wanted to really get away from it. And so he took advantage of that, and tortured me until I couldn't take anymore. And finally, he got arrested because he was selling drugs, and he got arrested. So as soon as he was arrested, I found my way out, and I ran away. And I was still using drugs the whole time. And drugs really were something that I did to cover all the pain that I felt inside. It was a big part of my life, and finally got in trouble for it 11 years ago, and more than 11 years ago, and I was arrested, and I had to do rehab, and I was affiliated with the mental health, and so I started getting some deep therapy, and it really helped. It showed me how to approach my triggers and how to talk myself down from it. And I'm really thankful that they gave me these tools in order to talk myself down from it, because or else I would be a huge mess still. And post-traumatic stress disorder is nothing to mess with. I mean, it is real, and it is I call it my disease. People say it's not a disease, but when it comes to me using drugs and alcohol, it is a disease for me. And I struggle all the time to try to keep my head afloat above water, and I try to look at the positive things that in life that throws me, like my child and my grandchildren and my boyfriend and just life, in general. I try to wake up every morning with a smile on my face. It depends on me if I go to sleep with either a smile on my face or crying. So I have my good days, and then I have my bad days, and my bad days are really bad, but my good days are really good. So if you can find something that will help you ground and help you work yourself out of a trigger, or focusing, I call it like a focal point. If you start to get triggered, you stare at this focal point and you stare at it and you do your grounding techniques, like maybe counting or whatever. It really helps, and I hope to pass that on to you guys. If you guys have any questions about it, I can really give you guys some input on it. I'm really appreciative for this group, because I do get a lot of ideas off of you guys on how to deal, and then also I know that I'm not alone in this, and thank you, Jamie. Thank you for creating this group, because without this group, I don't think I would be anywhere but right now, and not try to work on myself as much as I need to, because these people are amazing on here, and their stories are amazing, and I really love them all, and hugs to everybody. And I know this is short, but before I couldn't post my video. I made a big long video for you guys, and I couldn't post it because it was too long. You guys probably didn't want me to ramble anyway. Okay, well, thank you for listening, and have a great day. Peace out.